Howdy gamers, old gamer guy here. Welcome to another Stellaris console edition video. My people are busy colonizing the world of Glade. We have renamed it Glade. So they're working on that, but more importantly, at the end of the last video, I got a notification that I had enough unity to adopt another tradition. So right away in this video, we're going to take a look at some of these other trees and try to decide which one will benefit us the most. So I'll just start over here and work our way this way. These last two were peaceful, so I doubt that I'll go for either of these two next, but we'll take a look at them. So prosperity, by adopting prosperity, a mining station build cost is reduced by 33%. And if I get the entire prosperity tree, it reduces our terraforming cost by 33%. So both of those things are nice, especially the mining station in the short run. So this is the first thing. I'm not sure if we could adopt either of these first. But you can see there's an arrow like a tree. So you have to do this one first to get these two. And you have to do this one to get this. But I think either of these two could be done first. So this top left one here is the standard construction template. Ship cost, building cost reduced by 15%, which is nice. This one it unlocks a ship called the Private Colony Ship. Interesting. That's strange. I wonder what the difference is. There are powerful corporate entities willing to carry a large part of the cost of our colonization efforts, provided that we leave the vetting process of potential colonists to them. I don't know about that. Fleet logistics, ship upkeep reduced by 10%. That's nice. Our fleet is not huge right now, but if we get into a war, we're going to have more ships. Administrative operations, building upkeep reduced by 10%. That is nice, because I think that would give us extra energy, at least some, because we would need less energy for upkeep, I think. And then we have the pursuit of profit. Energy grid and energy nexus now also produce 2 unity. So I can build an energy grid, and that would give me more unity. I can't build an energy nexus yet. Here's the diplomacy tree. Prosperity sounds kind of good. Diplomacy. The adoption effect is to reduce diplomatic influence costs by 50%, and your trust growth is increased by 33%. And then if you do the entire tree, the finishing effect is that it increases our trust cap by 50. So I'm guessing that has to do with the other empires, how much they trust us. Okay, so here we have the Federation. Unlocks a diplomacy form federation. That would be good, because then we could team up with another empire. That's very interesting to me. And then we have dynamic ecomorphism, which increases our habitability by 10%, so we could possibly colonize more planets. What is that? Intent? Coordination? Intent. The amount we contribute toward the Federation naval capacity counts for twice as much. I have no idea what that means, but clearly it has to do with being a federation. Federal unity. Our unity output is increased by 5% per member of our federation, so that would be nice. If we get a couple of people to join, that would be 10%. And then we have alien tourism, which unlocks the building visitor center, so that might attract aliens to visit our lovely worlds. So then we have expansion. The adoption effect is that new colonies start with 1 additional pop. The finishing effect is that it increases our core sector systems by 2. I have no idea what that means. Let's see. Colonization fever. Capital buildings now produce 1 additional unity. That's nice. Reach for the stars. for the purpose of colonizing and building frontier outposts. Systems count as being half the regular distance away. That's kind of cool, I think. I'm not sure. It sounds good. The courier network, the effect on increased tradition costs caused by the number of colonies is reduced by 33%. So I think my tradition cost would go down a bit. Like if I had that already, the tradition cost might not be 831 right now, I think. I'm not sure. A new life. Pop growth speed is increased by 10%. Colony development speed increased by 50%. That would be good, although it's not going to do me any good right now. My colony is being built right now, so there's no way I would have that by the time it would for it to be useful for me. So then we have Galactic Ambition, frontier outpost upkeep reduced by 50%. Again, that would be really good, but it wouldn't do me any good right now. Then we have Harmony. The adoption effect is the happiness of all pops is increased by 10%. The finisher effect is reduces the mineral cost of consumer goods by 15%. Then we have mind and body, which increases our leader lifespan by 20 years. The negative effect, kinship, with a negative effect on governing ethics attraction caused by distance from capital, is reduced by 50%. I don't know what that means, but that's a nice reduction, whatever it is. The greater good, unrest, is reduced by 20 on all our planets. Bulwark of Harmony, while in a defensive war, ship build speed is increased by 33%. That's nice. In addition, the fire rate is increased by 15% for all ships within your borders. So that's nice. Then we have the Utopian Dream. Unlocks a building called the Paradise Dome. Long, the promise of a better world has driven our progress. With the invention of the Paradise Dome, we are able to create environments that are blissful beyond imagination, bringing us one step closer to utopia. All right, so that sounds interesting. Now, these last two I probably won't go for because we are a peaceful race, but let's check it out anyway. Domination. The adoption effect is that the war demand cost to subjugate other empires is reduced by 25%, and we get a plus 20 to acceptance when diplomatically in subjugating other empires. I don't know what that means because I'm so peaceful. I don't even what subjugate. What does that even mean? I obviously know what that means, but my people don't. The cloud, they don't know what that means. Okay, the finishing effect for domination is that technology is shared between us and our subjects. Any technology that another party does not have will receive plus 30% research speed bonus. That's interesting. So we have the Colonial Viceroys, governor skills increased by 2, and empire leader capacity increased by 2. Star Lords, subject integration cooldown reduced by 50%. In addition, subject opinion is increased by 20 points. Protection racket, tributaries, I don't know what that means in relation to the game, but tributaries give you an additional 10% of their income. I guess that's kind of a if you take over another system, the subjects, the former leaders or the former occupants of that system are still there. You're just in control, and so they become, I guess, a tributary, and you get extra income from that. Fleet levies, I'm just guessing what that means, but fleet levies, every vassal, I guess, is sort of like a tributary. Every vassal increases your naval capacity by an amount equal to 20% of theirs. And vassal acculturation, subject integration influence cost reduced by 33%. No idea what that means, but it's a nice reduction. 33% of something. And then we finally have Supremacy. Our border range increases by 20% with the adoption of this, which would be good. and then the finishing effect is that adopting all, let's see, increases our fire rate by 15%. Excuse me. So then we have the tree here. Master ship rights. Our ship build speed is increased by 15%. Naval capacity increased by 10%. The right of conquest. Seed planet war demand cost reduced by 25%. Not really clear. I mean, I guess it has to do with war and people surrendering and things like that. Warrior mindset, army damage increased by 25%. And then war games, our admiral skills are increased by 2. The great game, unity output increased by 10% per neighboring rival. So that would be nice, but it won't do me any good right now. So I'm going to end this right now and do some thinking about which of these I want to adopt next, and then we will pick it up right here in the next video, and I'll tell you which one I adopted if you have any interest in that at all, and then we will continue on with the game. Okay? Thanks for watching.